outside is frightful.
But in the Jeep, it's quite delightful.
We have a little tiny place to go.
To see Christmas, Michigan, and some snow. Hello everyone, I'm the Viking, and this here's Poppins, and we have planned a caper to a place called Christmas, Michigan. Some of you have probably heard of it.
But it's so small, there's only 404 people. They only have a big Santa and some road names with Christmas themes.
So we decided to start with the Christmas Michigan theme, and then we're going to see other things in the UP, like the last port of Christmas tree ship, and then we're going to see a snowshoe factory.
And we're going to get our holiday letters mailed from Christmas, Michigan. And I even addressed one to us so we would see what it looks like.
And then there's a tall tale about a forest ranger that leaves a cup of cocoa in a lighthouse for Santa, and I want to see if that's true.
Oh, and we're going to go to a Christmas village and see Christmas light displays, and there'll be shopping.
There'll be shopping. And then we're going to see a movie called Fruitcakes.
Yes. Okay, stay tuned for a look behind the curtain of Christmas
In the UP.
What's happening in the UP at Christmas time? Well, come join us on our Christmas Caper 2019. Our first stop will be Thompson. It's the last port of the Christmas tree schooner, which sadly sank in 1912. Then we'll be heading north toward Munising to stop at Iverson Snowshoe Factory. It's been around over 60 years. We're going to cruise through the nearby town of Christmas, Michigan to see what's there. In Munising, we plan to have our holiday cards and packages postmarked with the stamp, Christmas, Michigan. We're going to investigate a rumor that a forest ranger leaves a cup of hot cocoa for Santa at the top of this range lighthouse. The next day, we're going to drive south to Escanaba in the daylight. We'll be staying at a restored turn-of-the-century house. In the moonlight, we're going to see a local play called Fruitcakes. We're going to visit, snack, and shop at an antique Christmas village.
Good morning.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks. We're in the town of Thompson, Michigan, and there's a little port here, or a little harbor, where the Christmas tree ship left, and I'm sure a few of you are familiar with it. The park's closed, they don't plow it in the wintertime, so I had to park at the Oasis fuel stop, huh?
Yeah.
Huh? And we're going to take a little trail out to the to where the memorial is for the Christmas tree ship. There's our trail to take across the little bridge out to the memorial. On November 22nd, 1912, the schooner Rouse Simmons, or Christmas tree ship, left port here in Thompson Harbor. It had a load of 5,500 Christmas trees to be sold in Chicago. The captain, Herman Schunemann, was often referred to as Captain Santa, and every year he would make the journey from here to Chicago during the stormy season of November to sell Christmas trees. On Saturday, November 23rd, it was spotted by the Kewanee Life-Saving Station, apparently in distress. A rescue boat was launched from the Two Rivers Station, but the Rouse Simmons was never seen again. In the months afterwards, a message in a bottle from the Rouse Simmons washed onto the shore at Sheboygan. It had been corked using a small piece of cut pine and read, "Friday. Everybody goodbye. I guess we are all through." During the night, the small boat washed overboard, leaking bad. Involved and Steve lost too. God help us. 12 years after the wreck, a fishing net trawled up a wallet belonging to Captain Schunemann. The wallet, well preserved in oilskin, contained business cards, a newspaper clipping, and an expense report. Today the dock in Thompson is gone, but a memorial remains to remember the Christmas spirit it brought to Chicago. Years after the wreck, Captain Schudemann's wife, Barbara, would carry on the tradition of selling Christmas trees in Chicago, and in 1999, The Coast Guard revived the tradition of sailing Christmas trees from northern Michigan to Chicago. We hiked back to the Jeep and headed north to Munising. The Upper Peninsula received a pile of snow just 3 days before we arrived, and they were still digging out. The locals said they couldn't remember the last time it snowed this heavy this early in the season. The snow-encrusted trees marked the trail north to our next destination, the Iverson Snowshoe Factory. Got these snowshoes for Christmas. The Iverson Snowshoe Factory, which is where we are today. We're gonna go see if we can get some new bindings or if we can get some new snowshoes. Clarence Iverson, a former corrections officer for the state of Michigan, used to supervise prisoners who laced snowshoes at a UP camp. In 1954, he retired and started the Iverson Snowshoe Company. At one time, Iverson manufactured 15,000 snowshoes per year and had 16 employees. In 2006, the company closed and lay dormant for almost a year. Then it was purchased by Bob Graves, and today it is ran by Ken and Julie. How long have you been married?
I've been with him since I was 16.
39 years.
Well, so both of you from up this?
I'm from here. He ain't.
I'm from Idaho.
What's your...
Yeah, these are pretty good. Yeah, them are antique. Like I say, those are probably original Clarence because he's the only one that stamped them like that. I mean, they're antiques, that's for sure, because I think he gave it up in about mid-70s.
Okay.
When he started it in 1954.
I was just a kid when I got these. Now I'm an old man, so.
Yeah, those were antique, he said. And that, what
Just
does
like
it say
me.
about us?
But yeah, 10 by 46, yeah, they're only 220 or 230
Yeah.
for weight-wise.
But I'll tell you, compared to a modern snowshoe, these are much better to break trail with than the.
Yeah, I made these myself, invented them.
Did you really?
Yeah, for heavy-set guys, yeah.
No. I kind of like not having the long tail on there.
Yeah, that makes it nice. Because one guy, he said, well, I'm going to be trapping it. I recommended the Green Mountains. Oh, I'll take, I said, because you're going to trip over your heels.
That's exactly what you do.
As soon as you go to turn.
Just laying in the snow.
Yeah, but the maple bush people use these a lot.
Maple bush?
Yeah, people make the sugar, the
Okay.
maple syrup.
To go shoe out there in the.
I've done special orders where I got them bent up at both ends for them.
How long does it take you to lace a shoe?
The center takes us about 15 to 20 minutes,
Okay.
and then the toe and heel is about the same. Wow. But you never do them both. You try to slam all your centers first because your hands get so wore out.
Yeah.
We laced, well, she laced 80 pair in the last couple of weeks, but yeah, your hands are so.
Pretty warm, man. Well, thanks a lot. Let's get back to
Oh,
work.
you bet.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Yeah, Ken
Ken, I'm Chuck.
Holmes. Yeah.
I guess after 38 years, I finally got another decent pair of snowshoes, but now it was time to head out and get our postmark for Christmas, Michigan. A picture of you walking across the street with all your packages.
When we don't get hit. Oh, he's letting us go. Post office, it's in Munising, but they'll stamp it with Christmas stamps. And I have one even ready to mail to ourselves, so I'll see what it looks like. I'm so excited. We have packages. We brought them chocolates. It'll be awesome. I'm Martha Hayden, and we brought all of our Christmas letters and some packages to mail to have the Christmas Michigan stamp on them. Do you mind doing that for us?
Not at all.
Hooray. Thank you, thank you. And we brought you a box of chocolates because we appreciate you
Oh,
doing this.
well, thank you. You don't need to do that, but we do appreciate it.
So do you want the heavy one or the light one first?
Whichever one you want.
Okay, here's the heavy one.
I'm sure it's gonna get much busier than this in the days.
Yeah,
Oh,
that is
yeah.
for sure.
It'll get
Yeah.
bad
Thanks
here.
for stamping it. And Winnie,
So that's the.
that's the Christmas
That is the
stamp.
Christmas stamp.
Awesome.
It's Christmas Michigan right on
That's
it.
so cool.
And it'll go on all of your letters as
Nice.
well.
My mom reminded me that my friend Karen Brace sent me a letter from here, and I had it postmarked when I was in second grade.
You're born and raised in Christmas? Do you remember the factory?
No, I'm
No?
not that old.
Yeah, because you only look like you're 20, what, 28?
No, I think there's a lot out there, and I was 19 and
Really?
I'm 73, so.
Wow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, Christmas was a nice little town to, of course, I had 5 brothers and sisters, so we had a lot of little friends out there. Went to the beach every day.
You get many people excited about the Christmas stamp here?
We actually do. People call. I just had a phone call the other day that somebody wanted to know what our hours were for Saturday, because they have a whole bunch of Christmas cards that they want to drop off and they want us to cancel them with the Christmas stamp. People send them from all over, just in another envelope addressed to the postmaster and ask us.
And they send us thank you cards for doing it.
Yep.
We put them up here the weekend prior.
Nice. There's a ditch right there, Marv.
Without footprints?
Yeah.
That's a cool picture.
So the story goes that every year at Christmas, a forest ranger comes out and leaves a cup of hot cocoa at the top of this range light for Santa. And that sometimes it's decorated with Christmas lights. Well, I think it's fake news, but let's go to the Forest Service headquarters and confirm this to see if it's fake news or not. Right, Marv?
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. So we went in, and of course they don't have a PIO officer available to answer media questions. It was pretty cool to be called the media, but apparently there is no park ranger or forest ranger, I should say, that goes out to the range light to leave a cup of cocoa for Santa. But it is Smokey the Bear's 75th anniversary, so only you can prevent forest fires. It's a bed and a bathroom and a place for you. That's enough of those.
You got the green, Charlie.
Read the script and the costume fits. Well, I played my part. Escanaba, roughly translated from Ojibwa to mean land of the red buck. Some say flat rock. It's a port city with a population of around 13,000. Our first order of business was to check into the Grande House. This is our digs for the for a couple days. $75 a day. This is called La Grande House, or the Grande House. Here in Escanaba, Michigan. And $75 a night. Off-season rates. Heat's turned on. Wendy, the proprietor. really took care of us, and they did a great job of redoing the joint. So Marv's checking out the keys that we were left, and then the note that Miss Wendy left us. This is the most original invoice I've ever received for lodging in a long time. It's got little candy canes and mistletoe and presents on it. I can't tell you how cute this is. You have to wear your reading glasses when you do this too. Yeah, so there's our total, $159 for a couple days. And we are going to write, this is called a check. It's a financial instrument of olden days. And we're going to write her a check because she doesn't accept credit cards. She can accept cash or check. So, yeah. So this is pretty cool. It even has internet. So we have some snacks. So very old-fashioned. Not quite Airbnb, just 10 times better, probably. I wrote on there that we added a little extra for heat, and then because this isn't like my kind of trip, I put a little smiley face beside the heat, so she knows that Murph uses a lot of heat.
However, a postcard that I found in the wall during doing repairs was dated 1913. And so it's a common occurrence to drop a dated piece into the walls of homes during construction in order to date them. So the home was completed in 1914. I removed the wallpaper and discovered that this original room had been turquoise, rag painted to match the room directly above it. The light fixture was purchased at a garage sale.
I saw this on YouTube once. I think I know how to do it. Take this off. There's the phone number we're calling from. If I want to dial a number, area code first. Watch how fast I can do this. It's like I'm highly trained. I'm calling girls in the 1980s from rural Michigan. Hey baby, what are you doing tonight? Hey Marv, there's a scary doll in here. What is that?
Holy cow. What is on the back of her head? What is under her skirt?
Whoa.
It's a storytelling doll. The story of Little Red Riding Hood, who had a very sweet grandmother. But before Red Riding Hood could get to her house with treats, the wolf came in and wore grandmother's outfit.
Whoa.
In the bed.
Seriously?
Seriously, isn't that a funny?
Do you have one of those or something?
Yes, my grandmother made me one. We spend time exploring the history of the house, relaxing in the warmth, listening to some jazz, and getting ready to see a play called Fruitcakes. Oh, and Mr. Viking spilled some coffee on the table.
Big snow piles here. So this is a very cool looking place. Are you excited, Murph?
Absolutely.
Fruitcakes. Pretty cool looking theater. You alright?
And we even had the kids in here painting the set and everything.
Wow.
That's fantastic, and it's so good for them to be a part of the whole thing.
And if kids were too nervous to be on stage, I told them if your brothers and sisters want to come with you, paint, and say they worked on the set, we'll write your name down, you'll be in the program.
Good play though. I've heard
It's cute. I mean, it's got a lot of sentimentality to it, and it's funny, and it's got kids. Auditions for that also Sunday and Monday.
Okay.
Hey, you're supposed to be selling tickets, so I'll take.
Oh, can we have more?
I'll take 24 more,
Hi, Mary.
or $20 worth.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Well, it sounds like you guys are doing an awesome job here. So we've cornered the market on 50/50 tickets. So yeah. So again, we're here for the fruitcakes, and I'm kind of excited. They seem like a very energetic group of people.
Yep, we just spoke to the president of
The board.
the board, and he's the one selling us 50/50 tickets.
And there he goes. Look at him. Look at him working. He's working. And they actually invited us to try out, but it'd be kind of hard to get here on December 25th for the live broadcast, I think. Although I would miss a lot of family events, so maybe I should try out. Contrary to my public persona, I am a huge fan of the arts. Right, Marv?
Oh, absolutely. You've had to tolerate a lot of shows that I've been in, the kids have been in.
So yeah, very excited. Come to the UP, see a play. So here we are at the UP Steam and Gas Engine Association Antique Village.
I'm for shopping.
For shopping. Shopping. She kind of looks like the guy from the Christmas Story, the little kid.
We have the UP Steam and Gas Association, and so what they've done is they've created Christmas in the Village. And it's just a fun, more than anything, fun family atmosphere for the kids and everybody that show up. And for us, we decorate the trapper's cabin and the cook shack.
So how long has this been going on?
This has been going on for quite a few years.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know the exact amount of years, I don't know that number, but I can tell you that, on Friday we open up at noon so that the school kids can come over. And all the kids from the local schools come over, and they take the bus over here, and we have a little free gift for them. Some of the stores, every store will have a little something to hand to the kids. They love it. And then they bring their mom and dad back, Friday night or Saturday.
This is true, yeah.
And at night, it is so beautiful because it's all lit up with the Christmas lights.
The little sidewalk and the little village. This is so magical. And Julie / Christmas Carol said it's really beautiful at night, so we should come back in a little while.
I was born in Midland, living in Charlevoix now.
Oh, okay.
If you look through the trees, you can see it right through there.
Charlevoix?
That's cute. Yeah. Yeah, with the spyglass, maybe.
About an hour swim, or
Yeah.
a 4-hour drive.
What brings you up here then?
I come up, Marie and George let me up every year to George is a blacksmith and I'm a blacksmith, and we blacksmith and those guys take good care of me. So
Okay.
It's my Christmas vacation.
Had some fry bread and chili?
So one fry bread, one chili?
Yeah, do you want some? Probably a drink too. What should I get? You got whiskey?
They're only
Yeah,
What do you think this snowman's doing?
it's hard to say.
Take radios, transmitters, and that was the depth of it, so the government thought you was able to receive it. Hold up a tree, here, I'll turn the light on this one.
Oh, yeah.
So, so he moved, after he retired, he moved to Park Ridge, Illinois, to a planned community. He didn't allow TV.
Yeah, no doubt.
He just laughed at him. They have radio license, she doesn't appreciate my radio. It was just real super cold, like down in,